Meanwhile, I said help 3 times. Well, anytime you have a flexi and a long line,
Yeah, yeah,
Vic has no recall.
yeah,
None.
He is on the line.
Yeah,
yeah.
but if you let go,
Gladys is comparable.
August said, sure, lose the really expensive Malinois.
Yeah,
He's the $20,000 one from Belgium.
yeah, yeah.
I was at an in-home the other day, and I was like, hey, show me your leash walking route. And then it was an apartment that had some of those little dog runs, and she was like, I normally walk over here, and she's like, this is where I normally drop the leash. And then I was like, what? And then this dog is coming, and then she goes, oops. And then she's like, now you can show me how to do recall.
Holy shit.
I was like, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I got the dog back. I was like, this could make me look really bad.
Yeah. We had Linus up north, and he had a long line that he was just dragging, and took off down the river after doing a really nice walk.
Going to be
And so I can see the
option
little
station for you guys
I
as you're
actually see
waiting
him.
and getting ready.
And I catch him and I come back, and Joni comes out with a
Just let
like
him suckle
pink
that for a
squeaky
while.
toy, and she's like, I thought this was my best bet.
So we talked a lot yesterday about the snuffle mat and the ACE free work, and the three of us are in that Kim Palermo ACE free work class. Today is the last day for registration if it's something you're interested in, for like bronze spots, and then because it's an online class, you have it for up to a year unless you're buying another class and it just keeps renewing. And what we're really finding from it is it's great for being able to read our dogs. It's great for being able to build I think it's building a bond and a connection. Would you guys agree with that? Like, because I feel like because I'm seeing my
We're so
dog
far behind.
differently and better, it's really helping in that way. It is based on them snuffling and licking. What I've been most kind of interested in is the conditioning aspect of it. For UCon, it's been really fascinating. he likes food. And so it's really, really hard to get him to slow down. This has been 9 years of him just choking and inhaling. And we're slowly trying to kind of teach him to slow down and eat and not actually just inhale everything. I usually have to use kibble because everything else is way too high value. So what we're going to do is have a free workstation set up in the middle room as you're coming in. So if you would like to do that as a warm-up, so as you're waiting, so take your dog potty and then we can get you from there if you're going to use that. But the idea is you just want to put a couple, like 2, 3, maybe 4 pieces in the snuffle mat. And then she calls it the where is that game? Is that what it's called? Where is it? I think, yeah, where is it kind of thing. Or and you're just literally just going and kind of pointing around the mat just to keep them kind of entertained or interested in it. And
also, like, if you have a dog that is concerned about like some dogs, I don't know if many dogs do, but some dogs may be concerned about your involvement. So it's like you can even talk about just like talk about the snuffle mat. You don't actually have to talk about the food. Like you can keep your hands away from their nose and face.
yeah, good call.
And just kind of gauge where they're going, because some dogs will be like,
Yeah,
one.
too much.
Yeah.
So here we have the 2 different mats set up. We start thinking about the heights of them, so using the table that I'm sitting on would be a good option because it gets it up a little bit higher so that you can start to see a straight back. Then looking at taking the angle of the snuffle mat itself and kind of making it at an angle this way. And so let's kind of watch and see.
I'm gonna put kibble in one below the other.
Oh. I think I'll use the fur ball underneath this one to angle it a bit. So actually I'll do it flat so you can see, but you'll see when he starts to eat out of this one, he'll start really rounding his neck down and he's like at a 90-degree angle. And what you want is more of like a 30 to 60-degree angle. Oh, what is that?
This is the fish. He's
I was like,
crunching
it's shiny.
Yeah. So like,
He's gonna eat aluminum foil now.
Yes.
But see here how his neck is nice and angled. I like that. Notice his tail. It's kind of like waggy loose. What I'd like to see is for it to drop and become neutral and be really balanced and relaxed. So we're trying to get them to the point that they are just like, take a breath a little bit, right? So what a nice way to start your session is if they already have that kind of, instead of, I'm so jacked, oh my gosh, right? So that's kind of the thoughts behind it. So while you're waiting, it's something you can do.
I asked that.
It's UCon.
And so here we start to see he's reaching nicely here. Whenever he has the lower pieces down here, he tends to really crank his neck. So for him, it's nice to have it angled and see the difference that makes where his top line goes nice and straight. So kind of do it for each of the dogs as to the height they need. So like this wouldn't be great for a shorter dog. But these are just some things to think about and look at if you're wanting to try this. But we've been amazed at the difference that it's been making with our dogs. One of the things that I love seeing with him, the little muscles right there at his, I don't know what these muscles are called, but right here.
Yeah.
I love watching. This is his first time trying a licky.
He's like, yes.
But notice how his body, he forgets how to use his body. He forgets that he can move his legs. So he needs to learn these things. He needs to learn how to use his body. But notice the tail change here, way more excited.
Yeah.
We want this to be relaxed. So it'll take some time. But what I love watching is the tension of here. I like watching the isometric work because when you can start to see that they use such big muscle groups all the time. You know, our dogs are always big and explosive and moving, and it's hard to get those really small little muscle movements and the balance pieces. So that's what I really liked watching for the snuffling. This is his first time with licking.
It's actually doing better because she said the teeth, like you don't want them to, like when they get the teeth, he may have just been like, and it's on my hand, you know, so it's not very.
Maybe can we get closer for Aiden? Or Aiden, can you get closer so that someone wants to submit this for homework?
And we're also finding with UCon that when things are flat to the ground, he tends to calm more. So that's also something interesting. So it's something you learn about your dog as you're watching.
And he's doing better. The wet food doesn't
Good morning, good
smear.
morning.
Like you want a really thin layer because you don't want them to use
Yeah,
their
no
Teeth.
biting.
no biting for the licking. So if it's not in a like small enough layer,
That was nice. That was a good man. We'll do one more licking, we'll put him away, and then just know that you have this as an option as a station that you can use, and we can have some foods and things set out for you.
sorry, but
His eyes are like,
that's what I figured would be.
You gotta learn how to, there you go.
Good boy. And with the spatula, she said, if you do that, you're able to kind of see what a good placement would be of where you want for their back so they're not swayed or roached.
That's nice right there.
Yep, so that's why with the spatula, and he's actually doing much better.
Yeah. So now I need to find something like that height.
Yeah, so with the spatula, you're able to kind of see what would be a good.
Spatula eyes for Aiden. That's a happy dog right there. Boy, are you so happy? Are you so happy?
And like peanut butter works really well for him because it is sticky.
Oh, okay, well, that's gonna get.
That was for you, Betty. There you go.
See if I can just move the table to accommodate his body. So he can't quite figure out how to use his body. And hopefully he'll learn over time how to use his body. So this is the first time you've seen
He's
something.
actually
That's not too bad.
that's not too bad.
I mean, I
he was a
moved the
little
table
rough
to
right
make
there.
it.
Yeah.
But see that nice top straight? I wanna see that. I'd like to see that his head is a little, there.
There, his tail is slowing down.
Yep, you guys see that? Isn't that nice? I know you're like, the dog's licking food, whatever, but this is the kind of stuff I get excited about. So this is the dog now that I would like to take and start to go do stuff with. The dog before was too much. This was too exciting, everything was just so much. And now he's at a point that I would say, okay, now let's go do something thoughtful. Let's go do our searching, let's go do our obedience, you know, whatever that might be.
We sometimes set up stations like this in our dog aggression classes so that dogs can learn to be in a room with other dogs.
Yeah,
Snuffle mat, box feeding,
yes.
licky mats. So like everybody's doing a licky project just to be in the same room together.
Yeah, I love that.
If I have a 100 level spice class some of
Nice.
the,
And I never thought about all the other layers of it, of the conditioning and the body movement
yeah,
and the
no,
awareness.
I didn't either.
I never put any of that together. Like I always kind of thought, and this is my flawed way of thinking sometimes, I was like, oh, that's a good thing to do for your pet dog. You know, go give him a snuffle mat, you know, like just keep him busy, you know, and now I'm like, oh, wow, like I can really see the uses for giving them a station that here is where your things can happen. This is where your sniffing can happen.
I do also think right now, like I'm just holding, you know, like when I'm in the picture, like when he's like right by me, his tail wags.
He's more
Like when
excited.
he's more excited,
Yeah.
you know. But I was just trying to like hold him for it. But he does start to
With
come more
information.
when it's when I'm not like
He's a
right
very
in the
solo
picture.
dog. So if you guys can see any uses for this, we just wanted to introduce it for you and let you know that we'll have the station set up in that middle room. So feel free to take advantage of using the space. And then I have the kibbles and I have 2 different kinds of chewy foods you can put in it, if you'd like to use it, so.
I was talking about, yesterday, when you leave the agility ring, you know, as you try to feed your toys, having to go to a snuffle mat outside the ring,
Yeah,
like do your run and then go out and snuffle.
yeah, I like that a lot.
Hi, UCon.
To the-
Hi, buddy.
I'm using the snuffle more and more now, and I'm like, dude, I wish I'd have been thinking about this sooner. Just seeing the benefits that it brings for them. Because for him, you know, I've used scatter a lot, you know, where you scatter the food down, but I'm seeing a different kind of
I
feeling.
wonder. I'm curious. He ate that much nicer after he licked.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Than he was like last. You know, like because I was just curious. I was like, his licking.
He's already used to licking.
He's
yeah.
already used to licking,
Yeah.
so he might not bite my hand as much. You know,
And
like.
that's been a big struggle I've had with him, is he bites your fingers, and so I've always had to do where you can't take the food out of my hand until you lick my hand, now you can have it. So this might be
Yeah,
a
so
cool
I was
idea.
wondering because I was like, the
Yeah.
snuffle mat. He's sometimes. Oh, buddy.
He's like, I'll lick your hands.
There you go.
Wow, he's taking that way nicer.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I was saying. So I was
He's
like,
dripping drool. I'm gonna clean up food.
oh
Don't show
boy.
him.
Good boy. I
Yay.
know. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Did you guys want to continue doing observation cards today? Was that helpful as a handler receiving those back? Did you get any information from those?